field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. First half in the books. You're watching.
Well, King, I'm gonna head out the party. I left a comment on one of your videos. So check the Gmail. In fact, what I'll do is the last video that you just posted, I'll put a comment and then you can subscribe from there. I'm gonna head out and play some division.
Alright.
Alright, now you take it easy, sir. And just remember. Love you, brother.
Alright, buddy.
Take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. I agree with you totally.
Oh, Dale Beckham Jr. hitting that hard? Jeez. He hit like he's a safety.
Trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback over those adversaries. Let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved it and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down.
That was a terrific job by the defense, stopping them on third and short.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out, put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On second down, Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on He picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
On the toss, here's Williams. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. It's Antonio Cromartie that was in on the tackle. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. From the gun, here's McNair. He gets it to Brown, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go. Flex round.
Now McNair. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Come on, let's go.
McNair. Looking for someone to throw to. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Antonio Brown from 19 yards away. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more.
Play clock running out. Mike McCoy realizes it and takes a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ahmad Brooks from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. 3rd and long, 4th, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Austin. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. No flags. And in the final stages of this game, they're an extra point away from tying us up.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing, Bridgewater, complete, Smith has it. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 9 yards to go. It's 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Raiders a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Ebron caught left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I don't know what more you can say about Adam Vinatieri in that career. Maybe the best to ever do this.
Let's be honest. Does anything faze him? Snow, playoff games, Super Bowls. Just watching this made me nervous. But he never broke a sweat.
So out now come the Redskins. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back.